brother fam, welcome back to a brand new whip review. Today I have with me the 2021 Audi A7 and I'm gonna tell you the top 10 things that you need to know about it. So before we get started, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new so you don't miss out on any other video that I'll be posting in the future, and also enjoy the other reviews that I have on the channel. Now let's get on with the video. Let's ride. This is the 2021 Audi A7. By its look, you can already tell that this car is absolutely gorgeous. This car is very sporty, and it's by far my favorite Audi sedan. So the Q8 is my favorite Audi SUV, but this one is by far my favorite sedan. So the entire 7 line is absolutely gorgeous, it's sunny, it's impeccable. The design is absolutely sporty. You have the A7, you have the S7, you have the RS7. Those cars are sexy. But I love the A5, the S5, and the RS5 as well. So those lines are very well made, very well designed. So congratulations Audi, you have like a nice design on the market. So now let's take a quick walk around this car. So to the front, you have HD matrix LED headlights. So you could have the laser technology in the lights, but this one you don't have it in it. But they're still fancy. So the laser technology pretty much would focus, like project some lights on the part of the road that you pretty much need to see to focus on. But the HD matrix LED headlight is pretty clear and it's gonna show you where to go. It's gonna illuminate your road. So this is very nice light, and they make this dancing sequence when you turn on the car, or you pretty much when you unlock the car, should I say. So you make this nice sequence and it's very nice. Audi is the king of LED lights. That's a fact. You cannot go wrong with that one. So to the center, you have a nice wide single frame grille, and it's fitted so low, and you can tell how the way the hood is sloping. You can see how low the grille is compared to any other model of Audi. So this is very nice. The grille is very sporty, very nice. So on the grille, you have the Quattro badge over here, and you have two radars, so one on each side of the grille. So this is for safety feature. You have the driver assistant package. It's using those radars right here, so it's very useful for the car, very useful for safety. So on the side you have a nice cutout. It's an air intake, so pretty much the air will go through and it's gonna help cool the brakes and help stabilize the car when you're running at high speed, even low speed. So it makes the car very aerodynamic. And at the bottom you have a nice sporty lip and a nice split right here to let the air go inside. So now let's see what we have to the side. So to the side you have 20-inch wheels, and they can go up to 22 inches. And I can tell you for a fact that those wheels are massive, and they contribute to the look of the car, because the bigger the wheel, the nicer the car is going to look, and the sportier as well. So this is a very nice thing on this car. So you have the S-Line badge on this car, so you have, it's an S-Line, so you have the S-Line package on the car. It's very nice. And you have chrome on the window. So if you had the black optic package, you would get the blacked out grille up front, and you would get blacked out frame around the windows. But since it's a premium plus, you only get the chrome, and it's still pretty nice because it matches the rims of the car. So this is very nice. So right here you have a deep sloping roof line. It ends at the back with a hatchback, so the entire back will open when you pop the trunk. Then this is why they call them the sport back, because it's a sport car and it has a hatchback. So this is a sport back. So now let's keep going and see what we have at the back. So over here you have a nice electronic spoiler. So this is my favorite feature about the A7, the S7 and the R7. They all have this nice spoiler, and this is the same thing you're gonna find on the e-tron GT as well. So the cool thing about it is that you can make it come up whenever you want, because there is a button inside the car that will make it come up, and you can make it come down as well. And on top of it, it's gonna come up automatically once you reach like 60 miles per hour on the highway or wherever you're driving. Once you reach 60 miles per hour, it's gonna pop up automatically because it's gonna help you with aerodynamics for sure. So this is a very nice thing in this car. I love it. I absolutely love it, and I think anybody would love this one because you just have it automatic in your car. It comes with the car, so you don't have to like put anything on your trunk. So this is very very cool with the A7. The entire 7 line, this is cool with it. So going lower, you have a nice tail light. So this is fully LED tail light, and it's connected to the middle. This is very nice. So when you go to a trim above, you will get some fancy. When you go to the Prestige, I would say you will get some fancy like dancing lights at the back when you unlock the car, when you park the car. So this one is just the LED lights, so it's fully LED. But on the trim above, you will get fancier one. So going down, you have A7 badge over here, Quattro badge over there, and you have a nice bumper, a nice diffuser. So it's still nice, and you have non-functional exhaust in this car. So it's right here. It's just a design. You don't have anything here like no functional exhaust right here. So the actual exhaust are behind this bumper, and they are facing the ground. So this is a nice thing. So I guess they're doing this because they're trying to go fully electric in the future. So this is a nice transition, I would say. This is how I see it, but I don't know why they do it like the non-functional exhaust or the bumpers without the exhaust tips. But it still looks nice on this car, and you can let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Now, when it comes to dimension, the A7 is 195.6 inches long, 75.1 inches wide, and 56 inches tall. So this car pretty much offers everything. It offers the proportions, the dimensions, the good dimensions, and it offers the great look as well and great features inside it. So this car is a very nice car to get, and I personally would recommend this car. Not only because it's my favorite, but also because it's overall a great car. The 2021 A7 is powered by a 3-liter turbocharged V6 engine that can produce around 335 horsepower with 369 pound-feet of torque. So Audi judged that this car can go from 0 to 60 in 5.2 seconds. But in ideal conditions, you might get away with 5 flat or even 5.1. And also, you get the option of tuning the engine to make it quicker. You have an S-line here, so it's geared toward performance a little bit. But you also have the options of going to a trim above to the S7 or RS7 if you want more performance out of this car. So it is controlled by a 7-speed automatic gearbox with 4 different modes. You have auto, dynamic, comfort, and individual, and that is the Audi Drive Select. So the fuel efficiency in this car is about 22 miles per gallon in the city and 29 on the highway. Alright, now I'm driving the A7 in comfort mode, which is the softest setting that you can get in this car. So pretty much the suspension loosens up, the engine loosens up too. The steering wheel is very loose, very comfortable. So this is why you have this comfort mode, and the engine is less reactive because it's not on sport. It's the softest setting you can get in this car. So the A7 runs on 4 independent adaptive sport suspension, or they can just be adaptive suspension depending on the package that you have. We have the S-Line package in this car, so you can have sport suspension. So this is very good. So it handles the corners very well. Look at this. Oh my goodness, look. No fight. Alright, so the comfort mode picks up a little bit. So now I'm gonna put it in S and sport mode. So I'm in sport and comfort mode and see how it reacts. So it's still a little push, but it's still soft. So now I'm gonna make a turn and try it right on dynamic mode, which is the sportiest setting inside this car. So the turning radius in this car is very wide. So what they did, optional on this car, you can have rear steering. So pretty much the wheels at the back will turn to the same direction to the wheels up front when you're at high speed, so they can keep the car stabilized. And at low speed, they're gonna turn in the opposite direction to the wheel to the front to help reduce that turning radius. So when you're taking a sharp corner, pretty much they're gonna turn in the opposite direction to help decrease that turning radius. So this is very very nice. So now I'm gonna put it in dynamic mode, which is the sportiest setting in the car, and see how the engine will react. Alright, now we are in dynamic mode. So now let's see how it takes off. So 5.2 seconds, this is what you can get in this car. So right now I don't have like a engine or instrument to measure that time, but it's still pretty quick. It's still pretty quick. Not as quick as an S7 or A7, but this is still pretty quick. And when you put it in dynamic mode, the engine, the throttle response is much better. The engine is more reactive, so it becomes alive. Very, very good. So this car is a bit heavy, so it takes a lot for it to take off. But other than that, 5.2 seconds is still pretty quick. And you have 335 horsepower in this car as output. So this is still a considerable like amount of power. This is very nice. So now we're gonna do a final sprint and go back to the lot. That quattro all-wheel drive system will not let you leave the ground. Let's go. All right. So this car pretty much will offer you a nice driving experience. So you have a lot of space, very comfortable to drive. So you're gonna get a nice time in this car for sure. It's a lot of fun. Alright, now let's talk about the interior of the A7. But before I get to the interior, let me show you this real quick. You have frameless window in this car, and this is the same you would get in the A5 or the Q8. This is very nice. So now let's talk about the interior. So in this car you have all leather interior, and this is pretty much what you would expect to get in a luxury car like an Audi. So this is very nice. So you have leather armrests right here, you have leather seats, and you can see that they are perforated. The reason being is that you have the cooling feature in this car. Just like you have the heated seats, you have cooling seats in this car as well. So you get the best of both worlds in this car. This is very, very nice. And you can see all the stitching on the seat. Like, this is very nice. These are the comfort seats, and they are very comfortable, as they say. And pretty much it's like sitting on a cloud right now. They are sports inspired. They wrap you around a little bit, but they are not the sportiest seats that you can get. But they are very comfortable to drive this car. So all leather, very nice. One thing that is very noticeable in this car when you get in is the wood. So you have wood on the door, you have wood on the dashboard, and you have wood in the center console as well. I really like this color. It's very like dark and subtle, so it kind of matches the interior of the car. It's perfect for the dark gray inside the car. So this is very nice. And you get all this matte silver all around the car. So you have it around the dashboard, you have it on the door as well, some buttons in silver as well. This is very, very nice. So you have leather shift knob, you have all leather steering wheel. It's a multi-function steering wheel, and you can see the center of the steering wheel look just like the grill in front, and I think they did that on purpose. It's like attention to detail. This is very, very nice. And you can see all the stitching on the steering wheel. This is very nice, very luxurious, very nice. On the driver's side you have the Audi virtual cockpit, and over here you have two screens, one for the MMI and one for the climate control. Two cup holders right here. You have the 12-volt socket right there, and the volume knob is moved over here. The start engine button is all black. You used to have it in silver, but now it's all black. Very nice. It's a change in this inside this car. And you have a little slot right here where you can place your key when you get inside the car. This is very nice. Underneath the armrest, you get little to none storage where you can pretty much place like some pencils. That's it. And you have the Audi front box with the wireless charger. Very nice. But you don't have a lot of storage in here. But over there you can get decent amount of storage, not too big. You can place small items in there in this little glove box compartment, and that's pretty much it. But on the driver's side you get extra storage where you can pretty much place anything that you want. Look, my hand goes all the way in, all the way in. Oh my god, this is a lot of storage right here. So if you want to place anything on the driver's side, make it more easy to access it. So pretty much you get a nice interior in this car. You have a nice panoramic sunroof. It opens up all the way to the back and give this car like a nice slick look when you have the roof open. So this is very, very nice. So you have a lot of speakers in this car. So you have about 16 to 19 speakers because you have Bang & Olufsen, of course, and it's very, very nice interior. So now we're gonna talk about the practicality inside the A7. Now, to talk about the practicality inside this car, I'm pretty much going to start by saying that you have a lot of room inside this car, a lot of space. Look at me. It's like I'm sitting in the living room right now. Too much space. And you can tell by the dimension of the car. So the car is very long and very wide as well. So you have a lot of space, a ton of space in front. So right now, I have the driver's seat pushed all the way back. So I can reach the brake pedal and push it all the way, and I can do the same for the gas pedal, but I'm literally extending my leg all the way right now. I'm on my tippy toe. But I am 6 feet tall, so if you're over 6 feet, you're gonna have a nice time driving this car. But if you are shorter than that, you can just adjust your seat because you have 8-way power adjusting seats, and this is not a complaint. You're gonna have a nice time driving this car as well. So now let's check the practicality at the back. Alright, now this is how it is at the back. So I still have the driver's seat pushed all the way back. So it's not in every case that you're gonna have a tall driver in front of you, but in that case, let's pretend that I have one. So the driver's seat is pushed all the way back, and you can see this nice curve in the back of the seat that pretty much allows my knee to fit in. So this is very, very useful. So now you can see that I have decent leg room, decent knee room, and I would say the headroom is decent as well because you have this nice deep sloping roofline that doesn't allow you too much space at the back. But right now I'm just sitting straight and my head is barely touching it. So I'm gonna show you. So I have this much left space at the back. So if you're over 6 feet, your head is probably touching the roofline, but if you're shorter, that's fine. So this is how it is at the back right now. I can tell you it's very comfortable. If you have a shorter driver in front of you, you're gonna have nice knee room and nice leg room, but the headroom can be an issue if you're tall. That's it. Just like any other Audi, you would expect the A7 to come with a lot of convenience features, and it is the case. So I'm going to demonstrate the keyless entry right now. So with your key in your pocket, or you can have it in your backpack, wherever you want to have it, you can unlock the car hands-free. So pretty much approach the car, place your hand behind your handle, and you unlock it just like this. Now, when you're getting out, if your key is in your bag or in your pocket, you can still leave it there and you can lock the car. All you gotta do is tap the little sensor on the handle and you lock it just like this. And this is on all four doors. It actually is on the hatchback as well, and I'm going to show you in a minute. Now, you can open the trunk two ways. You can either use your key, or if your hands are busy, you can pretty much do a small kick to the middle bumper and you unlock it just like this. Now, it's a power tailgate. It's gonna open all the way and you can stop it at any time. So using this button on the tailgate, and you can use the same button to bring it back down. Now, I am going to demonstrate how to do it with the key. So with the key, it's pretty simple. All you gotta do is double click the trunk release button on this, and there you go. You can click the same button to stop it at any time, and if you want to bring it back down, you can just hold it and it's gonna come down, and it's all automatic. There you go. Ah. All right, so as you can see, there is a ton of space at the back. So the reason being is that the hatch opens up all the way, so that gives you a lot of extra space that you wouldn't get in a regular sedan like the A3 or the A4. They have a nice little trunk, but this one is massive. You can fit a lot of things at the back. And look at me, I can pretty much fit at the back, just lay there. Pretty much, I can take a nap in here. And if you need extra space, you can pretty much fold the back seats, and you're gonna have tons of extra space. And on the side right here, you have a little storage right here where you can place anything that you want to put away, and that's pretty much it. So you have a lot of space at the back. So if you need me to give you the dimensions, you can comment down below and I'll give you the dimensions. But as you can tell, this is massive. All right, now we are back up front to talk about the MMI system. So let me switch on the car. So pretty much when you switch on the engine, you pretty much hear this nice melody. It's like a welcome sound. When you get inside the car literally welcomes you inside the car. This is part of the luxury that you get, man. That's crazy. So the first thing that happens when you turn on the engine or just switch on the car, so the steering wheel is gonna tilt down and the seat is gonna move forward. So what happens is that when you're getting out the car, the steering wheel tilts away and the seat moves back to give you extra space to get out, so you don't have to struggle with your knee hitting the steering wheel or nothing like this. And when you get inside the car and you turn on the engine, they come back in your set driving position. So this is very convenient. I told you there was a lot of convenience feature in this car, and that's one of them. So now let's talk about the MMI system. Underneath the armrest, you have the Audi phone box. So this pad is a wireless charger for your phone, and when your phone is inside this box, it serves as a signal booster for your phone using the antenna of the car. So you're gonna have better service inside the car. And additionally, on this pad, you have a little spot where you can place your key just in case the battery died. And you can place the key right here. The car is gonna recognize the key, and you're gonna be able to start the engine and drive the car away. So this is very convenient as well. So you have two USB-C connectivity here for faster charging and connectivity on the MMI system. But on top of it, you have wireless Apple CarPlay inside this car. I repeat, Apple CarPlay, not Android Auto. So for Androids, you will still need to hook it up to the USB connectivity spot so you can have access to Android Auto. But for Apple CarPlay, you can use it wirelessly inside this car. This is another convenience feature. Very nice. So over here you have this 8-inch screen, which is for the climate control. So basically you can control everything from the climate control, and the button to raise the spoiler at the back is also on this screen. It's very conveniently placed. It's right here. Very nice. So with the AC you can like increase your fan speed, decrease, and you can just drag and increase and decrease. Very nice. And you can do the same for the temperature. You can use the button right here, plus or minus, or you can drag to the side and go up and down. So this is very convenient. So now right on top of it, you have, and also you have the heated and cooled seats in this car. I mentioned that before, and this is where you would find those buttons as well. So right on top of it, you have this 10.1 inch screen, which is for the MMI system. So pretty much you can use it just like your iPhone. It's very user friendly. Even if you're like 90 years old, you can still use this system right here. Very user friendly, and it's very responsive because you can use it just like your phone. And you have things for like radio. You have app for radio, media, your phone, navigation, vehicle settings. So when you click vehicle settings and you go to the drive select, you get this nice 3D view of your car, this nice animation. Very cool. It's just like a replica of the car that you are sitting in. It's very nice. And navigation, you can just go to navigation, you can pinch in to zoom in and zoom out, and then when you're inputting an address, so the bottom screen turns into a writing pad or a keyboard basically. So you can use the keyboard, or you can pretty much write where you're going. This is very nice, and you can write on top of each other, and the system will still pick it up. Very nice, very convenient. So now on the driver's side, you have the 12.3-inch screen, which is the Audi Virtual Cockpit Plus. So it's refined. It's looking different than what you used to have in 2017, 2018, even 2019. So the interface has a different appearance, but it's still HD, very clear. So you would get information about the car, like driver assistance, you get the traffic signs, you get energy consumption, gas consumption, your gas, the miles per gallon. Very nice. You get the date and time, and you get like access to media. If you're using Apple CarPlay, you're gonna find your music right here, or if you're using the radio, it's still gonna be there. And you have access to your phone. You can make phone calls from here, and also you have the navigation. On top of it, you have two views. So you have a bigger view and a smaller view. So this is very convenient. So everything inside this car is convenient, user friendly, and safe.
On top of it, you have 4-zone climate control with 2 zones at the back.
Alright, when it comes to safety, this car comes standard with all your airbags. So you have front, knee, and overhead airbag. No doubt. So you have blind spot assist on both mirrors. It's a little spot on the mirror that pretty much illuminates when you have a car in your blind spot. You have Audi Presense behind this mirror right here. It's facing the front. It helps slow down the car when you're about to impact something at high speed. So it's gonna tighten your seatbelt, roll up your windows, and close the sunroof if it was open. And also it's going to alert you on the virtual cockpit. All of that is going to help decrease risk of injury in case there is an accident. So on top of it, you have the driver assistant package where you have those two radars up front that pretty much help with the active lane keeping assist and also the adaptive cruise control with distancing. For the adaptive cruise control with distancing, you can pretty much operate it using this lever right here, and you have the distance button on it right here. You can set it up right there. So everything is very safe in this car.
Another safety component in this car is the parking system. So you get a 3D camera that will offer you real-time 3D view of the car where you can see everything around it using the front, side, and back camera. Ultimately, you get 360 view in this car, and you also have top view camera as well. When it comes to price, the A7 starts right around $79,000 and it's available at Audi West Chapel. If you have any questions or inquiries about this car, feel free to contact Maria at Audi West Chapel. She's going to be able to help you wherever you are in the country.
Alright, Rider fam, thank you so much for watching this review about the 2021 Audi A7. What a beauty, what a car. So I hope you guys appreciate this car as much as I do. So if you enjoyed this review, make sure you give me a big thumbs up. Like this video right now, it's going to help the channel tremendously. And if you're watching this video and you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe to the channel right now so you don't miss out on any other video that I'll be posting in the future, and also enjoy the other reviews that I have on the channel. I have plenty of them. So if you want to see this car in more details, feel free to check out the visual video that I have about this car on my channel. And now, until we meet again, let's keep riding. Whew, hungry. Hungry.